Hey all, hope you all are good. Welcome to my channel, Sri World of Coding. Today I'm gonna deploy a Flask app to AWS Elastic Container Service. So this is our process flow in which we will create an Flask app, Dockerize it, and push the image to Docker. Apart from it, parallelly, what we will do, we will push our Flask app to GitLab. We will trigger a CI/CD process using GitLab runner, and what it will do whenever it will see a new commit has been made to GitLab, it will launch a new container to it. So let's begin our process. So this is our process flow that we are gonna follow. So let's begin. So this our directory is empty. What we will do, we will create a new Python virtual environment. So let's activate our environment. Source env bin activate. So we are inside our newly created environment. Let's install Flask library. So let's first create an app.py file. Vim app.py. Let's click on insert. So in order to save your time, I've already created an app.py. I'm gonna copy its content and we'll paste it there. I will copy it and paste it here. So those who are familiar with Flask will find all these lines pretty easy. So whenever URL / will be called, so this will be returned. We are running our host on 0.0.0 with debug as true. So let's save it. Let's run our python app.py to check whether all things are working fine or not. Python 3. Yeah, check it. So by default, Flask run on 5000 port. So my Flask application is listening on 5000 port. So let me stop my Flask app. What we will do, we will create a Docker file. So I've already created a Docker file. I will explain you what I've written inside it. Open with Notepad. So we are using Python 3.6 as our base image. What we will do, we will copy requirement.txt. Oh, I have not created requirements.txt. I will create it. Pip freeze. So what it will do, whatever uh, libraries that you have installed in this virtual environment, it will create a file requirements.txt and will store that file, the version of library installed. So let me show you. Yeah. So first it will copy requirement.txt inside app/app directly /requirement.txt. Then it will set the working directory as /app. It will upgrade the version of pip. It will install all the necessary libraries that I have installed. Then it will copy all the contents of this directory in our local system to this container. So, and this is the entry point and command. So basically it will run python app.py. So let me save this. Let's build our image. So let's check the status whether Docker is running or not. So it's running. So let's click on Docker build -t triple line applet class app latest. So by this command we are tagging our image with this configuration and dot. What it will do, it will look for directory inside this directory, the current working directory. So it might take some time to build our image. So what I will do, I will resume the video after my image has been created. So it took a bit of time to install all the necessary libraries and build our image. So let's check our image using the command docker images. I have given Flask app, I suppose. Yeah. Okay, so this is our image that we've created with tag latest. It is created a minute ago and it is size of it is 935 MB. So let's log in to Docker Hub. Username equal to Sarthak 999. So what I have given here is my username. Yeah. So login to Docker Hub is completed. So what I will do, I will push our image to Docker Hub. Docker push. We'll copy this. Yeah. With the latest tag. So it has started pushing my image to Docker Hub. So as we can see, I have completed it here. I've made my Flask app, created a Docker image, and what I'm doing now, I'm pushing our image to Docker Hub. So it might take some time depending upon your internet speed. So I will resume the video after my image has been pushed to Docker Hub. Okay, as you can see, my image has been pushed to Docker Hub a few seconds ago with tag latest. So in order to use this image, what you need to do, uh, pull an image. What you need to do, just write docker pull and this image name with a version. Currently I have only the latest version here. Okay, so now in our workflow diagram, so the next step is push our code to GitLab. So I'm gonna do the same. I will create a new project, blank project. I'm gonna give the name Flask app deploy, and let it be public. And let's create an project. So let me set up all these things. Okay, so I need to push image all my code to there. I will initialize my GitHub using git init. Let it be initial commit, and then git push origin master. So let me check whether all my files have been populated to GitLab or not. Yeah, as you can see, all my files have been pushed here 43 seconds ago. Now we need to install GitLab runner. So what it will do, it will act as a CI/CD tool which will get triggered whenever my code gets pushed to GitLab. So I will provide this link where you can install GitLab runner in Linux depending upon your OS. So I've already installed GitLab runner, so I will check whether my GitLab runner is or not. ctl status GitLab runner. Okay, it's active. Now it's time to register your GitLab runner with your GitLab project. So what you need to do is write GitLab runner register. Okay. When you install it, you need to start GitLab runner. So you can install GitLab runner using the command systemctl start and GitLab runner. It is asking for the GitLab instance URL. So what we need to do, we will have to go to settings, then CI/CD, runners, and we need to provide these credentials. Paste. Enter the registration token. So this is the registration token. We have to provide some description. write GitLab runner CI CD process, enter tag. So let's give the tag, let uh, docker flask app usc here fr flask. Then we need to provide the executor. So among this our executor is shell, yeah, shell. So our runner has been registered successfully. And what we need to do, we need to here also disable shared running for this project. Okay, let's check whether GitLab runner yeah. So okay, so it is used to verify whether the whatever the credentials have been entered is correct or not. So let's start our GitLab runner, run. Okay, so our GitLab has been registered and been listening. So now this part is also done. What we need to do, we need to now go to AWS ECS to enter the configuration of our Docker container. So Amazon ECS makes it easy to deploy, manage and scale Docker container running applications. So let's click on get started. Let's create custom. Okay, we will give Flask app. We need to give our image name, so let's give our image name latest. Okay, now port. Our Flask is listening on 5000 port. Great. So all the details, image details will come here, populate here. Click on next. Load balancer. So it will cost you a bit when you select this option. 5000 HTTP, name of our service. Let's give a cluster name, Flask cluster. Click on next. So this is our dictionary. Okay, image is also correct, port is also correct, name of a cluster. Okay, let's click on create. Okay, so it might take some time to set up ECS. So what we'll do, so let's configure our GitLab runner such that whenever new push has been made to GitLab, it will automatically trigger run new container in AWS ECS, and I also build the image and push to Docker Hub. So what we'll do, okay, so let's configure it. vim.gitlab ci.yml. So I've already written some of the contents of it. I will show you. Yeah. Open with Notepad. So yeah, so this is our content for dot GitLab hyphen space dot yml file. So this is our build job. Stage is build. We need to provide a tag and the script inside script we are writing all the commands, that is to build our image, push our image to Docker Hub, and then uh, push our container to AWS ECS. So let's provide a tag. We need to check the tag that we have provided. Okay. So it will be here. Let me refresh it. Okay, so this is our tag that we have provided while setting up the runner. So its name is Docker Flask app. Yeah. Docker Flask app. Now we need to provide our cluster name, the service name. So we'll go here. You can see this is our cluster name. So I will just copy it. It is still building. I will paste it here. And then we have to provide our service name. So when our service will be created, it will be get populated here. So I will just copy this, copy, and paste here. Okay, we have used a parameter force new deployment because every time it will trigger, we will make a commit to GitLab. This gonna trigger and it will build the image with the same name and will create the container with the same name. So what it will do, it will overwrite the previous changes and will create a fresh container name. So let me save this. So what we are doing here, we are building an image, we are pushing our image to the Docker Hub, and then we are pushing the latest configuration of the image to AWS ECS service. So we've already entered login to Docker Hub, so it will be the credential from here. Now we need to configure AWS. We need to provide our access key. Let me open this. So this is our access key ID. It's not the good practice to show you, but I will do it after this video. So we are in US West 1. US West -1. So as you can see here, our service is created. Let's click on this link. So everything seems fine. Okay, click on DNS. It is listening on 5000 port. Okay, alright. So whatever the previous commit that we have made, so it's showing the output of Flask. Okay, so what I will do now, we will make some changes in app.py file. Okay, and then let GitLab runner do its job. So far so good. Let me save this and make commit to Docker Hub. Let's give an example. Line edit. Okay, now it's time to push. Git push -u origin master. Okay, so as we have pushed our made a new commit to GitLab, so GitLab runner should automatically trigger and push my image version to Docker Hub, and automatically it will launch a new container with a new content. So let me check it has been triggered or not. Let's go to CI/CD pipelines. Okay, so it's running. It is in progress. Okay, the job is getting built. This is the console where we can view the logs, output of whatever the command that are been running. It's taking some time. First, let's check that our new commit has been made to this or not. Okay, so we have made changes to app.py. Okay, so a new commit has been made. Let's check to this file .gitlabci.yml. Yeah, service name is also correct. Flask cluster region is correct. Okay, tag is also correct. Now go to CI/CD pipeline. It's still in progress. Oh, job has failed. Let's check why our job is failed. So denied requested access to resource denied. Okay, I need to docker login -n R3999. So the login has been succeeded. Now let's rerun our job. Go to job. Pipeline and run pipeline. So job build has been started again. Okay, job hasn't started yet, it might take some time. So I will be back whenever this process will be complete in order to make the video short. So as you can check, uh, our build of the job is complete. Push our image to Docker app is also complete, and this update of container has should also been takes place. So job has been succeeded. So let's check and refresh our URL. It's not refreshed till now. Let me copy. Sometimes it takes from cache only. It is showing me the same out. Yeah. So as you can see, my new output has been reflected as a new container has been started and started acting progressively. So in this video I've showed how you can create a Flask app, push the image to Docker Hub, push the content to GitLab, and configure it using GitLab Runner to push to AWS ECS. So whenever you will publish a new version of your app, it will automatically trigger and will start a new container in ECS. So hope you enjoyed my video. Kindly like and subscribe to my channel. Have a nice day.